What's up, fam? It's your boy Demuir here, purveyor of all sounds, underground. Thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel, and more importantly, just continuing to follow us on the journey as we embark towards 4,000 subscribers. It's been really cool. I'm glad you guys are getting a lot out of these videos, and we really appreciate the support. But what I'm going to talk about today is so unbelievably overdue. I cannot believe I have not done this video as of yet, but it comes from a meme I saw where the guy is in a dress shirt showing his new Tech House track, and of course it's the same shirt that he's wearing. It's absolutely funny. But we're here to talk about the monotony of Tech House, and more specifically the Tech House, what I call the Tech House horn, or the fog horn, or the boat horn, whatever the fuck it is. It's in almost every single Tech House song that we hear today. But before we get started, what I need from you is that SLC. Hit subscribe, like, and comment, and more importantly, hit the notifications bell to stay in touch with the new videos that we have up and coming. All right, so let's just jump right into things. I got a series of 5 meaty points that talk about why this is such a problem, or rather just problematic in our industry, because I could tell you in my experience of listening to promos, demos, and as well as some of the other work that I do in the background for various retailers, and the stuff that I hear, a lot of it sounds the same, especially in Tech House. So where did this all start? Point number 1. When did this start, this whole Tech House horn sound? Well, I would have to say it started with Fisher's Losing It track. When that did so unbelievably well on all of the charts, what did we have? A plethora of people saying, we need to make our tracks exactly like that. We need that sound and everything we fucking do. And I'm telling you, I hear it in like a ton of tracks over and over and over again. So we kind of created this problem on our own, you know. So you have producers who actually make their beats thinking that they have to add that annoying sound in everything that they do. And then we have producers, and I wrap that in quotes because these are the idiots that use ghost producers to actually make their beats. So you can imagine the stupid ass conversations. Yo, we need to put that sound in the next batch of tracks you make for me, or I'm not gonna pay you your $5K, bro. Fucking kills me. The thought of that shit fucking kills me. Anyway, let's move on to point number 2, which is saturation. So now that we have all of these producers and producers thinking that, man, we got to throw this in our tracks, man, it's complete saturation. We got compilations coming out where all of the fucking Tech House songs have this annoying fucking sound in there. Like, constantly. You hear it constantly. So saturation is another part of the issue. And point number 3, so one has to ask themselves, well, why is this happening? So similar to my other video on the DNA of what makes a great track, unfortunately, this interpretation of, man, Losing It did so well and it gets a great response, we need to have that in our tracks, that whole thought just cascades into all or most of the Tech House that we've been hearing on a day-to-day basis, especially at the promo level. It's so fucking unbelievably painful to know you're gonna hear, the majority of the songs you're gonna hear are gonna have that specific element in it, and it doesn't really do anything to enhance the track. It's just a thing that, oh, we've heard it in this other song that did so well. Maybe what? Losing It came out, what, 2-3 years ago? That everyone thinks, ooh, we gotta mimic that exactly and copy it. The only difference is the fucking key. And the other thing that makes this so sad is that it's really killing producers in the end. You know, they're just playing this game of trying to sound like something or someone else that's not them. So ultimately, they don't get recognized for shit. And it's really just a hope that everything kind of works out if we just do it all the same. And point number 4 is technology. Sadly, I think this has perpetuated the situation. We literally have people in Discord servers talking about how to push these types of songs forward, or overall just how to market your song. So it's kind of with best intentions, but when you think about it, if the shit sounds the same everywhere and everybody is doing the same thing, you're really just finishing where you started. So everyone from these corny ass WhatsApp groups that are basically saying, buy my track, I'll buy yours, and to corny fucking PR that's like, yeah, you need to have that sound in your track, the one that's like, you know, and make sure that that's proper tech house at the end of the day. Like, all of this shit just snowballs into this unbelievable situation that we have today going on in fucking tech house. And I have to say it, I know it's on the minds of a lot of other people, because all of that just spills into social media, and it's like every other fucking song you hear has that annoying piece of shit in it, and nothing stands out at the end of the day. However, and this leads me to point number 5, this is where I think it's advantageous to those who are saying, you know what, I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to interpret tech house based on my own inspiration and groove. And hey, it might have a little twinkle or a little sprinkle of that sound, but it's not dominating the whole structure. It's not actually mimicking, losing it as a reference track in terms of its arrangement and all of the other elements that are in it. It really should be about that regardless of what genre it is. It should always be about your interpretation of the genre and the music itself. Those will be the tracks that always stand out. And if you go back like now, like I'd say like the last 3-6 months or so, and just look at the people that are standing out, really making cool, innovative, creative music in the same genre of tech house or minimal tech or whatever the fuck you want to call it, they're not all doing this shit. Because I could tell you, and I'm going to show you right now, how easy this shit is. So I just grabbed a top loop from Loop Cloud, and I know the key that I want it in. Alright, so let's hit that sound. And it's like, oh, fuck, great vibes and grooves. And you're fucking bouncing with this shit. One more time. And you might surprise me every once in a while and drop it an octave. Or throw it up high. Like, listen, man, I think you all get the point. Be yourself. Do you at all cases. And what is happening in tech house with this particular structure in the songs that I'm hearing today, and almost 80% of the promos and beats that I hear in the genre is so fucking annoying. Now, I will give it up to you guys, like, take it back even further. There was a time when that whole bouncing sub bass thing made sense, like, I don't know, let's say like 2008, 2010, where it's like doo 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 doo. That sort of permeated through. But at least with that, people were building on that type of sound by creating different bass lines and throwing different melodies and creating different types of songs arrangements with it. Whereas today, I can literally fucking take and download Losing It and put it against a ton of songs and say, fuck, that is the exact same song structure. Oh, here it comes again. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you heard this enough to let you know how fucking annoying it is in tech house, and how much I want producers to challenge themselves to just do it a little fucking different, man. Come with some new, exciting, fresh shit, because, man, it's ridiculous. It's permeating a lot of what's in the tech house genre today. Let me know your thoughts on this one. I'd be very interested to hear your feedback. And before the haters jump in, give it a fucking break. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm just saying the obvious. I get a lot of music sent to me. I'm on a lot of promo lists. And I also do other work that exposes me to a lot of fucking music at the end of the day. And I can tell you, in Tech House, same fucking shit most of the time with that annoying ass sound. You can throw a fucking low cut EQ on it with tons of reverb. It's still the same fucking sound, used the same way. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on this one. I'd love to hear it. Or the conversation just doesn't have to stop here. Join us on our Discord server. It's absolutely free, where it's a like-minded community supporting one another and pushing things. And who knows, I could be wrong in some things in my opinion, but as it stands now, I'm not really thinking that I am. Much love and respect to you. Peace.